and let the one who has no sword sell his cloak and buy one.
Alright, I'm going to do a small review on some Motorola walkie-talkies I got. It is the T260TP. I got a 3-pack. I have already opened the box up, however I haven't taken anything out of the box. So we're going to do a first initial open box review. And I can tell you that these are actually packaged very nicely. I haven't used any Motorola of the lower lines. However, I have used the Motorola commercial brands. I worked securities, loss prevention, asset protection. I've done that. Church safety security. I've done that for years, over 20 years, pushing 30 actually. I got out several years back of the actual security aspect, and that's been about 4 years ago, and I got out at 24 years. So I'm pushing with the church safety team and all that, almost 30 years of using like walkie-talkie radios and stuff. But my initial impression, you know, with everything Motorola, they look good. They don't look as heavy duty or as industrial as the industrial ones. They are very lightweight. I like that. We're going to use them around the house. My little boy, so if he needs something, he can contact me. You know, he's 4, so he's not going to have a cell phone or anything, text message. But I wanted these to be in the house. He could be in the house, I could be in the shop, or he can be out in the yard playing, I can be in the shop, and he can hit the button and talk to me. Also, we do a lot of hiking, and we do a lot of camping, so I wanted to get them for that as well. They're supposed to be good out to, I believe it's 25 miles. Now I do know that 25 miles is with a good clear straight shot. That's with any advertising on your radios from what I have found. Even the commercial brand ones, you get into like a plant atmosphere, and we're using commercial walkies. If we're inside the building, outside the building, on the other side, and stuff like that, I know it's not going to do 25 miles with all kind of stuff in between it, mountains and all that stuff. However, hiking, we shouldn't be separated more than, you know, a half mile or something if we get on the trails hiking, and we shouldn't be separated. Even my people that my little boy go visit their house a lot, they shouldn't be more than like a mile away, and I can use these radios, I'm hoping. So we've got the 3. Hey, we want to take a second just to let you know that we offer concealed weapons classes in South Carolina. We are in Anderson, South Carolina. So if you're local to us, check us out at defensetraining.org. We also offer other training as well. You can check that out again, defensetraining.org. Also, we make holsters. We have custom holsters that we make, so you can go check those holsters out. They are ambidextrous and both inside and outside the waistband holsters. They are made of Kydex. They have a lifetime guarantee and a 60-day money-back guarantee. So check those out at defensetraining.org/holsters. All right, back to the video. And they're called the Motorola Talkabouts. Again, they are the T260s. They have a T200, but it's not supposed to be as long of a distance, long of range. So I got the longer range, and it wasn't that big of a price difference. I think it was like $10 or something. So I said, hey, you know what? Why not? I'll get the longer range. You know, it's got the little rubbery type antenna like most of them do. Hard plastic. This is a little kind of rubbery. This is really rubber right here. Decent belt clip. I don't know how heavy duty that belt clip would be, but it's decent. I don't think with what we're going to do, we're going to break it or anything. If you are working some kind of security or something, if you get in a scuffle, this would probably break. But it does look like it is replaceable. Yes. So you could replace, if this did break off, well, it shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully you can get replacements from Motorola for it. So that's a plus right there. I like that. That the clip is replaceable and it's not made into the body, and it's fairly easy to take off. All right, good deal. All right, and the batteries are packaged separately. So you got the 3 batteries packaged separately, and then it comes with the 2 chargers, but one of the charger has the Y on it, so it's got the dual charging right here. And then the other charger, I don't think, yeah, it's just a single, so you've got enough to charge all three right here. This was in the one package, decently packaged. I ordered them off Amazon. I'll throw the link down below. It was around $65, I think. I'll put it down in the description how much it was, and I'll put the link down below. So we'll grab the battery, see if we can get this open. Yes, it's basically 3 batteries. You can feel 1, 2, 3. And it looks like you have to take the clip off to open the battery back. Yes. And you got the little sensor there. Alright, so you've got, it shows you that your plus side's here, your minus side is up there. It shows you here, plus is down, minus is up, so it's going to go in like that. And you've got your little pull tab here, so when you need to get it back out, you can pull it back up, and then it should pull back out. Alright, so we're going to put it in. I don't know if they have any charge on them or not, so we will test it. Put this back on. Mode. It does have some charge. Pull that off. And it's got 2 bars on the battery. Alright, good deal. And I'm going to have to go read the instructions to see how to work all this stuff. And I'm going to go do that. I'm actually going to go charge them all up. I'm going to read some instructions, and then I'm going to come back, and then we're going to do a testing of it. In fact, I'm going to let my wife take one to work when she goes back to work. She works about 4 miles away, 5 miles away, and these have a testing area that says 20 miles. So we're going to both walk outside, and we're going to see if we can get some signal, and we're going to walk down the road. We're going to do all that. I probably won't be able to get a lot of that on camera, but I will be able to take it off or out and come back and report in the next portion of this video. Alright guys, I'll see you in just a few seconds. Alright, back after a couple of days of testing these things, and it's got a charging port right here, and of course it comes with the chargers and everything. It's just your little micro port right there. The range, it states on the website and on the instructions and all that good stuff, it says up to 25 miles. We did test it here around the house. I don't have, you know, where I live, it's just a suburban neighborhood. But I do have a large metal shop in the backyard that's kind of Faraday caged because I got so much insulation in the shop. It's actually where we hold our classes and stuff. And we have our own private indoor shooting range. It does work in the very back of the shop, in the deepest part of the shop. And it also works from there to inside in the deepest part of the house. So it does work, and it's not real scratchy, and that's you know, within a couple 100 feet, but you do have good thick walls between it, so it's pretty good there. It's also, my wife drove going to work the other day, and it went about a mile in you know, the suburban area. So from my house, went up the road, turned off of it, went on the main road, up to the red light, past the red light, and then it started really crackling at about a mile, and then it just went out. It wouldn't get reception at all. And that's just on channel 1. There's other channels you can get down in here to get your channels. It does have a weather alert that works pretty good. Actually, it works in the shop. It's very crackly back here in the camera part. And it's not going to read right now, but it has read back here with the door open anyway. But outside it works really good, and it works anywhere you're at, basically, from what I've found. So they're advertised 25 miles. You know, it's like anything else. The only thing I can assume, if you're on top of a mountain and then somebody's below you at the bottom of the mountain and you got a clear shot 25 miles away, okay, it might work. Outside of that, you're going to probably get at most a mile. Which works for us, because even if my little boy goes to my parents, they're within a mile of where we live now, and so he could have the walkie on him, we could talk back and forth, but we got it for camping and we got it for around the house, so my little boy could have it on him, and I would have one on me, and if he needed me, he could just hit the button and talk to me, or he could, it's got the call mode here as well, so you can just call. And this calls all 3 radios. It does the one that you call from, and the other 2 as well. They all ring. It has voice activation, so you could do voice activated. When you started talking into it, it would just activate automatically, or it has push to talk. So you've got your push to talk right here, and they sound okay. They're pretty good. My little boy's still having problems talking into it. You know, he's only 4, so he lets go a little too soon, or he holds either too close or too far away and all that. But once you get it, they're pretty decent radios. I think for anybody that's doing camping or around your property, you know, as long as your property is within a mile, you know, around, you should be okay. The 25 miles, I don't see it unless maybe you're out in the desert. For any of you guys out in the desert area, that would work. But for most of us in suburbia, you're going to get about a mile with the houses and the power lines and everything else. Outside of that, in the mountains where we're going to go, I figure to go a little bit further, as long as we've got a straight shot. Even with the trees, it'll probably go a little further because we don't have the power lines and stuff and the houses. But to get that 25 miles, you're going to have a literally straight on, nothing interfering view of it. So maybe this helps somebody out if you're looking to buy some walkie-talkies just around the house. I think this is a pretty good set. I've got it for under 60 bucks. It was on sale on Amazon. I think they're normally about 80. So would I buy them again? Absolutely. They do what I need. And the battery, it took, when I first started plugging it in and charging it, it took at least 3 hours. So I checked it at 3 hours. It was blinking on the 3rd one. So it was at least 3 hours, probably closer to 4 to charge. But we have had these on for a good 24 hours and have been using them, and they've only used 1 bar so far. So I don't know exactly how long they'll last, but I figure for our purposes we'll probably get at least 2 full days, if not a 3rd day. So yeah, so they're pretty good. So any of you guys looking for these Motorola radios, they're the Talkabouts. This is the 260. They have a 200 and a 260. I believe that's the one. This is the 260. I know the other one's a 200. I believe it's 260 is what I've got. This is supposed to be the longer, the further distance. So if you're gonna get them, I would get the further distance rated one, because I don't know that the shorter distance one would even go from the house to the shop. That's why I got the further one. But they do work well for that. If you're looking for 10 plus miles, these are not the one that you're going to want to get. If you're wanting at past a mile, these are not the ones, especially in a suburban area, that you're going to get. But hopefully this helps somebody out if you're looking for this type of radio. This is Spencer with Defense Training. Stay safe, stay armed. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video below. Thanks.